All right, so in the last video, we created the form and we tested the form to see if it was working, to see if we got some data out of it, and we were able to get some data out of it. Now, this search engine, it's sending information. We know that it's working. You can see that. But right now it's not working in a database level. So we need to go to our database. We need to make a query and find what the user types in and compare it to what we got in the database, right? So we got what the user types in, but we need to go and jump into the database and compare it with the data that we got in there. All right? So if it submit, I apply this data to a variable. I want to use that variable to go inside the database, but let's make a query first. So we make a query here. Let's close it before we forget. All right, and let's go and say select. What I want to select, everything, right? From posts, because that's what we're going to be looking for, right? And we're going to set a condition here inside the SQL where post tags, remember that field inside our database? Show you real quick where that is. Post tags right here. All right, we made that field inside our table posts, and this is where we are going to be searching for. So where post tags equal what? Let's just make sure that R what? Search. That's right. If you got this correctly, you are awesome. Right? But wait a minute, hold on. This doesn't work like this actually. We want to be able to find a little bit of more data about our what the user types in. All right, so we're going to be using another keyword that I want to show you about. We're going to replace that and we're going to use this keyword, like. So we select everything from posts where post tags like our search is in our database. Remember, this is a string, this is a text coming in, right? And we need to actually include something else, percent here. All right, perfect. I know that looks weird, all right, but you can look it up online. That just makes it go, this is like a variable. So, but anyway, so now that we select everything from posts where post tags like our search, all right, then we need to send that query to the database. Let's go ahead and send that, and we're just gonna say search query. It's just right there. So let's use this function MySQLi query. All right, connection. All right, perfect. So I think we're good. All right, let's go ahead and check to see if the query is good, because I don't want to make a long piece of code beneath that and then find out that our query is the one making the mistake, you know, the one not being displayed. So if our query fails, I'm going to use another function. I'm going to use the if statement first and say if not query, meaning that if this returns false, then we are going to be killing everything after it. That's what die, this function die means, and we're going to output something. So I'm going to output query failed first of all, and then I just want to put a message also, error MySQLi, actually MySQLi QLI error. So another function here, we pass it in the connection. And this is very good. Get in the habit of doing this, because that way you can find out the errors that you don't have to go through. I see a lot of developers and programmers actually missing out this information, checking for the query. And what happens is then you have a code in your syntax and you spend like 3 hours looking for it and you never find it. Or you find it 2 days after. Because sometimes you write a lot of code and you just can't see it, and it's right in front of you. The mistake is right there, but you can't see it because you write too much. All right, so let's test this out. Hello, it's not working. Of course not. Actually, it might be working. I think this one has post tags of. We don't have enough there to actually check this out. Let me see the post tags. Let's go up to the posts and let's check out some of the post tags information. JavaScript Edwin. We don't have hello there, so let's just do a simple test here just to make sure that this is actually working. All right, so let's actually count the rows that are coming out of our query. SQLi num rows. This is gonna check if we have any results coming in. If not, then we display some type of message, right? What we're gonna check, we're gonna take this result here and check it out, and we're gonna assign it to a variable here so that way we can use it more effectively. All right, so now that we have the count there, let's check it out. Let's do another. If count equals 0, then we want to display something. What do we want to display? I don't know, something like h1 no result. We can later on fix this, but let's just do this real quick and find out. H1 no result. All right, let's just make sure one more time that everything is good here. Select from posts where post tags like. I'm pretty sure that's good. And our query here is also good. And if it's not search, and we have no syntax error here. So let's make sure these tags match these curly brackets. All right, I think it looks good. Let's see what happens. So we're gonna say hello, no result. All right, so it's not coming up with everything. If I put Edwin, then Edwin is right here. If I put Belinda keyword, let's do that. Belinda. Actually, do we have that post tag in here somewhere? Post tags, Belinda. All right. Belinda. It is actually coming out. It's displaying the data right here, but it's also displaying this one here. So we need to make it a little bit more descriptive. Let's just edit this one here, and let's just enter one keyword here, Belinda. Let's just enter. It should work anyway. Belinda. Actually, the reason why this is not working is because we're not telling it what to display. All right, we're not telling this display that, right? This is all the functionality right here, but we're not telling it, hey, when you find the row, what are you gonna display, right? Because right now, if we say else, of course not, we say some result, right? Because if it comes with a result, then we display something. I'll show you right now. It is finding stuff out. We just can't display it right now. So if we say Belinda, you see some result. We just haven't given it the data. So on the next lecture, we're gonna give it some data. All right, and we're gonna make this display something else. All right, so it is working. We just gotta give it some data to display. So anyway, thank you so much for watching this lecture, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.